Hi there, my name is Marco, and in this video, I'll talk to you about a student production project that I was the producer and lead designer of. This project, in which 10 Art Institute students, myself included, worked on, is a game called Monkey Dome. Early on in the project during pre-production, I pitched the game concept to our class as the simple idea of monkey in the middle as a spectator sport. I used my presentation and documentation skills to communicate the essence of the gameplay experience as well as the game systems that would produce it. The game is intended to be a fun couch multiplayer game that invokes the same types of experiences that games like Mario Kart or Super Smash Bros. Do. Mechanically, the game involves monkeys playing keep away from a gorilla with a ball. If the gorilla catches the ball, it trades places with the last monkey to have touched it. I felt that the simplicity of the game would allow for the project to remain within scope, and, more importantly, would allow for many types of players to be able to immediately understand the premise of the game. Once our team was formed, which at this point consisted of 4 designers and 1 programmer, we began documenting the game, paying particular attention to the game pillars, which we would go on to always lean back on when we would have to justify production and design decisions. During the ideation phase, our more technically savvy team members were instructed to research which game engine we would use and to develop a proof of concept prototype. We settled on using the Unity engine, given that the majority of our team consisted of people fluent in C#, the language used in Unity. Another consideration we made was the relatively faster build and setup time compared to the other engine that we were considering. Once we had our prototype and our vision established, we jumped into production. Towards the beginning of this phase, I was responsible for pitching to and recruiting artists to work on our game. I contacted animation and modeling instructors to direct me to classes where I could present our game and distribute some marketing materials. As a result, we gained 3 artists. 1 who would produce animation roughs for us over the weekends, and 2 who would polish the roughs and generate other sprite art throughout the week. I gave the artists lots of creative license to come up with the artistic direction of the game, and once we would implement assets, I would return to them with feedback from the team to make the visuals better suit the game. Besides that, early in production, I directed the team to develop and satisfy the core loop of the game. To help with this, I developed a schedule that outlined tasks and feature requirements for each team member. To go along with the schedule, I used a scope and capacity plan to accompany my productions. When progress on certain features wasn't being met by the required milestone, I would either cut the feature or refactor it, doing my best to make sure that each team member was being utilized to their highest potential. Once enough of the game was developed, I started looking to recruit some audio engineering students to score the game. I employed the same strategy I did to recruit artists, and went out to find a composer and an audio engineer to make sound effects for us. I provided the both of them with tons of reference from some of our model games like Donkey Kong Country, and then we played what we had built so far to help them determine the best direction for what Monkey Dome should sound like. I would then leave them to experiment and work in 2-week periods, after which I would implement the sound assets and then provide feedback for future contributions. All the while, I was also designing, scripting, and playtesting features with the team. I made it a point to start most development days with a team playtest so that we could all be on the same page with regards to the state of the project. From these sessions, I would document bugs, ideas, and other notes and communicate them with the team. At the end of production, with most of the game developed, we focused on polishing the feedback systems, our tutorial, and our art assets. During this time, I dedicated particular attention to making sure that the tasks that I would assign team members were of the highest priority and were related directly back to our original game pillars. Throughout it all, the game turned out very fun and unique, and I learned a lot about the process by which games are produced in team environments. Specifically, I learned how to best communicate tasks and issues with team members, how to coordinate feature work to avoid production bottlenecks and increase throughput, and I learned how to track progress in a way that would allow me to serve future production decisions. Thanks for watching this video, and please try out the game with your friends by clicking the download link below, and if you're interested, please check out the rest of my work.